Hello everyone, welcome to today's video and this is your friend Aceink. You all might have heard about the blockbuster web series Scam 1992, which was based on the first big bull of India, Harshad Mehta. And now this hit web series franchisee has announced the second season, which will be based on Abdul Karim Telgi. And he is the man behind the infamous 2003 stamp paper scam. And I'm pretty sure many people might not know about Abdul Karim Telgi, but if you're a person who followed news during 2003, then you will exactly know how famous was Abdul Karim Telgi, because at that point of a time he had become a household name because everybody knew about him. And of course people knew about him not because of right reasons but for all the wrong reasons. And most importantly, people were surprised at the scale of this scam because the rise, fall and scam story of Telgi was like a script of Rocky Bhai's KGF movie in a parallel universe. Because during 2003 this was a massive scam of over 20,000 crore rupees. So in today's video we'll discuss about Abdul Karim Telgi's story, which is no less than a blockbuster Bollywood movie or a South Indian movie. But before we start, I'd like to tell you that me and my team, we really work very hard to make such kind of a quality content for you guys. And if you want to appreciate our hard work and efforts, then you can hit the like button and like the video, and you can also subscribe to our channel. And most importantly, don't forget to press the bell notification so that you get an immediate update as soon as we upload a new video. So Abdul Karim Telgi was born in 1961 in a small town in Karnataka called Khanapur, and Telgi's father was an Indian Railways employee. But unfortunately, Telgi lost his father in his childhood when he was only about 8 years old. And because of this unfortunate incident, Telgi's family had to go through a lot of financial troubles and challenges. And as a result, Telgi's family was completely dependent on selling vegetables, fruits and peanuts on railway stations to train passengers. And amidst this financial hardship, Telgi finished his high school at a local school called Sarvodaya Vidyalaya. And after that, Telgi even went to college in Belgavi and completed his BCom degree. And after completing his degree, Telgi went to Mumbai in search of job and even managed to get a sales executive job at Felix India. But very soon, because of his bad performance, he got fired from the job. So after that, Telgi got his second job as a manager at Kishan Guest House. And this job was safe and secure, but Telgi was not happy with this job because he was not getting good money, or we can say he was not getting the money he wanted. And because of this reason, Telgi quit his job in the year 1986 and packed his bags and moved to Saudi Arabia in search of a better job opportunity. And Telgi was lucky enough to find better job opportunities in Saudi Arabia, and he worked at multiple jobs. But still, Telgi was unhappy and unsatisfied. And by now, Abdul Karim Telgi has understood that he never liked the idea of working hard, and he was looking for opportunities to get rich quickly. And that's why he left his job at Saudi and came back to Mumbai again. And once he was back to Mumbai, Telgi started to look for opportunities to get rich quickly, and very soon he spotted one opportunity as well, where he saw that many travel agents were making good money by making fake passports. And Telgi fell for this idea immediately, and he liked it so much because this idea had the capacity to make him rich very quickly. So without wasting much time, Telgi opened a travel agency under the name Arabian Metro Travels, where he started helping people who wanted to go to the Middle Eastern countries, but they were not having proper documents to get passport and visa. And Telgi was helping them by making fake documents and getting them passed through the immigration process. And Telgi ran this business very successfully. But very soon the immigration officers caught Telgi red-handed and Telgi was sent to jail. And now many of you might think that going to jail is a bad thing because you have to go through a lot of hardship and isolation in jail. But for Telgi, going to jail was like a blessing in disguise, because this incident of going to jail was going to change Abdul Karim Telgi's life forever. Because the Mumbai prison was like a prestigious crime university where Telgi was the new admission. And in prison, Telgi met many criminals who had committed different types of crimes. And Telgi saw an opportunity where he started networking with other criminals and started to make friends who were like him and had committed similar scams. And during this process, he met another prisoner called Ratan Sony, who was arrested for some stock market fraud. And it was Ratan Sony who gave Abdul Karim Telgi the idea of making fake stamp papers because he had noticed that the government was not paying enough attention to stamp papers. And Ratan Sony told Abdul Karim Telgi that if he will make fake stamp papers, then he will never get noticed and he will make huge amount of money because usage of stamp papers is increasing day by day. And within the prison walls, Telgi and Sony turned this idea idea into a solid business model. And as soon as Ratan Sony and Telgi got out of jail, they started executing their plan. And they both knew that if they wanted to make a big business out of this idea, then they would also need the support of government officials and politicians. So they started bribing government officials and politicians, and to make their network even more stronger, they also established good connections with the underworld. And in the year 1994, they even took a stamp vending license so that no one will question their activities and their illegal business will be completely camouflaged. And if you ask me that how Telgi managed to get a stamp vending license, then the answer is, in Nasik, there is a government security press where original stamp papers were printed. And when the machinery of the press gets old and non-functional, then these machineries were sent to auction. And Telgi cleverly used to buy them in those auctions. And also by bribing some retired employees in the Indian security press, he also managed to get other things needed to print the fake stamp papers, like the dye and the special paper which were used to print the stamp papers. And now Telgi had everything to print fake stamp papers which were exactly the same as the original, because Telgi was using the exact paper, dye and the machinery which was used to print the original papers. And the only difference was the original stamp papers were printed by the government of India and the fake stamp papers were printed by Telgi by using the same machine, dye and the exact same paper. So technically both fake and the original stamp papers were exactly the same, and it was almost impossible to tell if there were any differences. But very soon, due to some conflicts, Ratan Sony and Telgi got separated, and now this whole empire of fake stamp papers was in the hands of Abdul Karim Telgi. And now Telgi started to manage this fake stamp paper empire as a proper business in his own way. And very soon he also started diversifying, where along with fake stamp papers, he also started printing fake judicial court fee stamps, revenue stamps, special adhesive stamps, foreign bills, broker notes, insurance policies, share transfer certificates, insurance agency stamps, and other legal documents. And he also hired 350 agents who used to sell their fake papers to banks, stockbrokers, and other businesses. And these agents used to sell these stamp papers at a discounted price, because of which people prefer to buy these fake stamp papers at a discounted price, thinking that they were real stamp papers. And because of this, many businesses directly started approaching Telgi for the stamp papers, which they thought were real, and they also believed that Telgi was a government agent who was selling these stamp papers. And even after this huge success of making fake stamp papers and not getting caught, Telgi didn't stop there. He wanted to boost his business even further, and to achieve that, his strategy was to create artificial shortages of original stamp papers, where he used to dispatch original stamp papers worth of crores to fake addresses. And through this, he successfully created a shortage of original stamp papers, and now there were only his stamp papers available in the market. And through his business tactics and strategy, Telgi sold about 32,000 crore rupees worth of fake stamp papers. But like every illegal business, it also had to come to an end. And in the year 2000, Bengaluru police got a tip that two people were transporting fake stamp papers. And based on that information, Bengaluru police raided that place and found fake stamp papers which were the same as real. And after that, police started investigating and they got a name which was Abdul Karim Telgi. But as soon as the police started following him, Abdul Karim Telgi went underground. But one day, police got another tip that Telgi is visiting Ajmer. And police followed this tip and Telgi was finally arrested in Ajmer. And this was a big scam. And to investigate this, a special investigating team was formed. And during the investigation, it was found that Telgi was doing this illegal business of fake stamp papers since 1994. And the special team also found that some officials of the Indian security press were also involved, because they were the one who supplied the technology to Telgi which was needed to make the fake stamp papers. And during the investigation, the special team also found that some politicians were also involved. Like for example, Anil Gote of Samajwadi Party was found to be involved in this scam and he was imprisoned for 4 years. But earlier in the same case, Anil Gote was freed and said to be not guilty. And in the case of Telgi and his several associates, the court sent them to jail for 30 years on January 17, 2006. And the court also ordered them to pay a fine of about 202 crore rupees. And if you guys think that this is a perfect ending for a crime crime story, then you guys just might be wrong. Because after Telgi went to prison, there were rumors that Telgi was about to expose many politicians who held prestigious positions in the government who were also working with him in this fake stamp paper scam. And many even believed that Telgi was negotiating with these politicians where he had offered not to spill their names in the media in exchange for his freedom. But then on 23rd October 2017, we hear in the media that Telgi died after suffering from multiple organ failure. And of course, for many, the death of Telgi was suspicious. But however, it was very surprising that in the year 2018, the Nasik Session Court in Maharashtra acquitted Abdul Karim Telgi and several others in absence of solid evidence against them. And of course, the death of Telgi was controversial because he died in jail just like Harshad Mehta. And both Harshad Mehta and Abdul Karim Telgi had similarities because in both their scam stories, there were speculations of involvement of many big politicians. And according to Telgi, he was just running the operations of the scam, which was not possible without the support of the politicians who were also involved in that scam story. But so far, nobody claims to know the real story because Telgi said he did it and Telgi was also sent to jail and Telgi also dies in jail. But 1 year after his death, the Nasik Session Court acquitted Abdul Karim Telgi and several others in absence of solid evidence against them. So what really happened, whether Abdul Karim Telgi really did the scam, whether he was really guilty or he was a scapegoat, or just like in Shah Rukh Khan's Dawn movie, maybe the real criminal or the real mastermind managed to escape from the scam. But you should definitely write your opinion or your version of what could have happened in Abdul Karim Telgi case, whether Telgi was really guilty or innocent. You can write that down in the comment section. So that's it for today guys, and I hope today's video was informative, and if you think so, then hit the like button to like the video, and you can also subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, don't forget to press the bell notification so that you get an immediate update as soon as we upload a new video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, this is your friend Bharat Shankar signing off.